Hi friends, welcome back to Masters of Chemistry. So today in this video session we are going to discuss the conductometric titration. So in the previous video we already discussed the basics of conductometry, how we can measure the conductometry. So in this particular video session we are going to discuss what is meant by conductometric titration, the general principle behind the conductometric titration, theory and instrumentation, and lastly we are going to discuss the various types of conductometric titration. So before starting to conductometric titration, first we are going to discuss what does mean the titration, the general terms used in the titration just such as titrant, standard solution, analyte, indicator. So all we are going to first cover, then we are going to move towards the conductometric titration. Now the titration is a technique in which the concentration of unknown solution is determined by using the concentration of known solution in the presence of indicator. So titration basically it is the qualitative techniques in which the concentration of the unknown solution can be determined by using the known concentrated solution under the presence of indicator. Now this is the basic arrangement of the titration technique, which consists of the burette, conical flask, burette stand and tiles for shaking the flask. So the titrant is placed in the burette. So what is meant by titrant? So titrant is the solution whose concentration is exactly known. So the concentration of that solution is exactly known. That's why this is called as standard solution. So standard solution and titrant means titrant or standard solution is the solution whose concentration is exactly known. So now in the conical flask we take the titrant. It is titrant. It is also called as analyte, whose concentration is not known. It is the unknown solution. So we have to determine this concentration of that analyte by using this known concentration of the titrant in the presence of indicator. So indicator basically it is the solution which gives the information or indicate the end point of this reaction. End point means when the point at which the reaction is just complete. So that is called as end point, and indicator indicate this end point by means of showing the color or color changes. So this is the basic information about the titration. Next we are going to discuss what is meant by conductometric titration. The conductometric titration. The conductometric titration is the type of titration in which conductivity of an electrolytic solution is continuously monitored upon the continuous addition of titrant or reagent. So the conductometric titration is the titration type of titration in which the conductivity of an electrolytic solution is continuously monitored upon the continuous addition of titrant or reagent. Now the conductometric titration also defined as the determination of end point of an electrolytic solution on the basis of conductometric measurement. Now the principle of conductometric titration. So in conductometric titration, the conductivity of an solution is continuously monitored upon the addition of titrant continuously. Now at certain point, the conductivity of the solution suddenly changes due to the replacement of ions, and this point is called as equivalent points, or also called as the end point of this solution or the reaction. Now the conductivity of the solution is suddenly changes due to the difference in the conductivity of the ions, and the conductivity of the solution is either increase or decreases. If the fast moving ion replaces the slow moving ion, then conductivity increases. On the other hand, if the slow moving ion replaces fast moving ion, then the conductivity of the solution is decreases. So due to the difference in the conductivity of the ion, the conductivity either increases or decreases. If the fast moving ion replaces the slow moving ion inside the solution, then the conductivity increases. On the other hand, if the slow moving ion replaces the fast moving ion, then conductivity decreases. Now from the measurement of conductivity of the solution, the concentration of the unknown solution is determined because the conductivity of the solution is depends upon the concentration of ions, that is the number of ions present in the solution, and mobility of the ions and size of the ions. Now this is the basic principle of the conductometric titration. So basically it is the conductometric titration in which the conductivity of the solution is continuously monitored upon the addition of titrant from the burette. Now at certain point the conductivity of the solution suddenly changes. Why this sudden changes conductivity of the solution takes place means the replacement of ion takes place within the solution. Now the point where this conductivity is suddenly changed, that point we called as end point or equivalent points. Now the why this conductivity suddenly changes means because the replacement of ions. So some ions having the high mobility and some ions having the low mobility. So on the basis of that mobility, conductivity of the solution either increases or decreases. Now from this measurement, the conductivity of the solution and the concentration of unknown solution can be determined. And because of why we can, how we can determine from this conductivity measurement is means because the conductivity depends upon the concentration of ions, mobility of ions and size of the ions. As the number of ions increases within the solution, the conductivity of the solution is increases. So by measuring their conductivity, we can determine the how many number of ions present inside the solution, and from this number of ions we can determine the concentration of that solution. Now let's understand the theory and instrumentation of conductometric titration. Now this is the basic instrumentation of the conductometric titration, which consists of a conductivity cell, conductometer, titrant in the burette and titrant or analyte inside this beaker. Now the main purpose of performing this conductometric titration in order to measure the concentration of the unknown solution by using the known solution inside this burette, by measuring the conductivity of this given solution or the analyte. Now in this conductometric titration, first the unknown solution is taken inside the burette, the known volume of unknown solution taken inside this beaker, and the titrant is placed in the burette. Titrant is the solution whose concentration is exactly known. Now the conductivity cell is completely dipped inside this titrant or analyte, and upon the addition of drop by drop this titrant, the conductivity of this solution increasing or decreasing this conductivity is measured inside this conductometer. Now while the adding the titrant drop by drop, the conductivity of the solution either increases or decreases steadily, but at some point the conductivity of the solution is suddenly changes. Why? Because means the ions present in this titrant is replaced by the ions present inside this analyte solution. Due to this replacement of ions inside this analyte solution, the conductivity of the solution is suddenly changes. If the fast moving ion replaces the slow moving ions inside the solution, then the conductivity of the solution is increases. On the other hand, if the slow moving ion replaces the fast moving ion, then the conductivity of the solution is decreases. Now from this measurement we can determine the concentration of the solution, concentration of the unknown solution, because the conductivity is mainly depends upon the number of ions present inside the solution. Next we are going to discuss the types of conductometric titration. So basically conductometric titration are classified into three types. One is the acid base titration, also called as neutralization titration. Second one is the redox titration, and this is also called as oxidation reduction titration. And third one is the precipitation titration. So the conductometric titration are classified into three types. One is the acid-base titration, also called as neutralization titration. Third one is the redox titration, and second one is the redox titration, and third one is the precipitation titration. So in the next video session, we are going to briefly discuss the acid-base titration or neutralization titration and their type of acid-base titration and curve involved in this acid-base titration. Thank you for watching.